Sixth Amendment and Seventh Amendment by Brittany and Scott. What would it be like if you were accused of a crime you didn't commit, and you were sent off to prison without even having a trial? Would this be fair to you? Would you be happy with just going off to jail? What if a drunk driver crashed into your Mercedes-Benz and totaled it? Would you be okay if this person just decided to leave? Or would you want to sue for money to pay for your wrecked car? The Sixth and Seventh Amendments give United States citizens the rights to have a fair trial with an impartial jury in criminal and civil cases. A good place to start would be to know the difference between a criminal case and a civil case. A criminal case is a case that is filed by the local, state, or federal government and is a response to a suspected violation of the law. A civil case is one that is filed generally by the private individuals or corporations seeking to collect money owed or monetary damages.
The Sixth Amendment reads, "In all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and district wherein the crime shall have been committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witnesses against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of the counsel for his defense." Now, what on earth does this mean? Let's take it line by line. The first line describes the rights of the accused in a crime. The suspected criminal will have the right to a speedy and public trial. Publicity is a huge factor. The people will see what happens. The trial will be conducted by an impartial jury. This means that the decision of innocent or guilty will be decided by a group of people who do not have pre-biased decisions on the case. They will be informed of the charges and why he is being accused. The accused will be able to obtain their own witnesses in his favor and will have a person to defend him, a lawyer. A few examples of this court case would be a recent Trayvon Martin case. A man by the name of George Zimmerman was accused of shooting 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. Zimmerman, the accused, had the right to a fair and speedy trial and the right to a defense attorney. Without these rights, he may or may not have had a fair prosecution. Another example is this recent case in which an Iowa man grew marijuana plants in his parents' home. Mackenzie was charged with growing 71 marijuana plants violating Iowa's laws. He was also put to trial by a jury. Without having the rights of the Sixth Amendment, he wouldn't have been given the benefit of the doubt that he was using it for medical purposes. This is important to us because it makes it fair if we are ever accused of a crime we didn't commit. That speeding tickets or car accidents, graffiti, we are accused of committing can be fought in a court of law.
The Seventh Amendment reads, "In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by juries shall be preserved, and no fact tried by a jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rules of common law." Now, what does this one mean? This means that in a case with two people or businesses and the monetary value exceeds the equivalent of 1770's $20, they can be tried by a jury or by a judge. The case will not be reopened in any other court. An example of this would be a doctor saying he's going to do something to a patient, treatment-wise, and he doesn't. Are you going to let him get away with him promising you something, or are you going to fight back? A second example would be a car crash. Are you going to let the other person get away without paying money for the repairs of your car? I mean, that can be quite costly. This helps us in the fact that if or when we get into a car crash or someone owes us a significant amount of money, we can go to court and by law see what has to be done. It also allows us not to have to worry about one court's decision being overruled by another court's. It can only be tried once. Together, both the Sixth and Seventh Amendments allow us to have a fair saying in what is happening with us in a suit of law or crime. We have the benefit of the doubt. We can fight if we believe we are wrongly accused, and these amendments basically set up the majority of our court system. The end.